On October 28th, 2016, the world would be gifted the greatest shooter game of all time. This game was Titanfall 2. It was developed by Respawn Entertainment, the creators of Apex Legends, and published by Electronic Arts. Sadly, this game failed commercially as it launched directly in between EA's other game, Battlefield 1, and Activision's Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Regardless, this game was different, had so many things that no one had ever seen before. It had extremely diverse movement, unique shooting mechanics, and a campaign that, despite being short, is hands down my favorite video game campaign. Today, I'm going to go into detail about this game and everything that I just listed. As I said before, this game's campaign is the only one that has a story that has genuinely interested me. It puts you in the shoes of Rifleman Jack Cooper. You're fighting against the IMC, an evil corporation. But the real gem of this campaign is the friendship between Jack and his Titan BT-7274 that progressively forms over the campaign. BT evolves from calling you pilot to Jack. He learns to thumbs up, you get to choose dialogue options, and much more that was carefully designed by Respawn in order to create a friendship between the player and BT. Some levels you literally can't beat without BT, which psychologically strengthens the bond, like when he throws you across the map to get to a new location. All of this makes the campaign so enjoyable. Words cannot express how fun this campaign is, and you just need to take my word for it and play it if you haven't already. The best aspect of this game is the movement. You've probably heard of the Half-Life games. Those games run on the Source engine, and I assume you've heard of terms like b-hopping and strafing. Titanfall 2 runs on a modified version of the Source engine, which means we get a slightly different version of all of those things. Tricks like b-hopping require extreme precision and can take a long time to master, and when you finally master them, it's incredibly rewarding. For example, in the background you can see me practicing my tap strafing, which is a movement technique used to turn sharp corners while maintaining high speeds. But I saved the best for last: wall running. This is the best wall running I've ever seen in a video game. It's smooth and exhilarating. Then there's grappling, which gives even more speed. I could talk about this game's movement for hours, but let's move on. Now let's talk about the shooting mechanics. The shooting mechanics in this game are incredible, to say the least. The time to kill is short, which means enemies have little health, and so do you. So you have to react fast, otherwise you will die. The guns in this game are extremely varied. I personally like to use the Kraber, which is a sniper that can shoot incredibly far. Trickshotting with this thing is so satisfying, because if you're going incredibly fast, thanks to the great movement in this game, and then hit someone, or want to fight even when the odds are against you, the feeling is unmatched. Guns have little recoil, but that does not make it easy. The guns are balanced, and if you get killed, they were likely just better than you, and weren't using a better gun. Obviously, there are some occasions where some guns are overpowered, like the Spitfire and Smart Pistol, but for the most part, the balance is very good. Titanfall 2 is one of the greatest games ever made, and arguably the greatest game ever made. As soon as you can, I highly recommend playing through this game and experiencing everything that it has to offer. Titanfall 2 is an example of a perfect shooter game, and I don't think anything else will be able to do anything like it. Hopefully Titanfall 3 keeps what was great from Titanfall 2 and adds on. Also, I left out some information about Titans, because that's one part of the game that I think is a little dry. I'm not really a fan of it, and I'm not even sure how to describe it. Anyways, I hope that you try out Titanfall 2 and have a good day.